Hello YouTubers, it's Championdjk coming at you again with another 10 Car Tuesday episode, and today we've got Camaros. We're going to take a look at three different toolings of Camaros. This is one of them. We're going to take a look at the 68 Copo Camaro, and then we're going to take a look at 5 variations of the 67, which is like possibly everybody's favorite. But let's start with this 69 Camaro convertible. This debuted in 2006. You are looking at one of the debut colors that it came out in. There were 8 variations of this car, as far as I know, in 2006. So a lot of variations of this new model collect. A lot of them were wheel variations. I think there might have been 3 or 4 different colors. Anyway, yeah. There you go. And there's been a ton of releases since 2006. This was last seen in the 2018 50th Anniversary Camaro Series. Let's just open one of these up right away. There was a super treasure hunt of this casting in 2012. It's got tons of different variations in the well, it hasn't really been out for a short time, 13 years. But there it is in purple. And it looks pretty good. Not a huge fan of convertible castings, but I think they did a pretty decent job with this one. You got metal body, chrome plastic base. It's got the interior that kind of sits into the base. That's that white Hot Wheels flame. That was kind of a lot of the toolings in 2006, 2007-ish. I think the new ones had this going on. So it's kind of an interesting little thing. Kind of cool. So there's that one. And then let's take a look at one from 2007 right here. This was in the Camaro series in 2007. And I actually probably pulled this car off the pegs at a Target in 2007. I did briefly collect Hot Wheels 2007 and 2008 before I got nuts. And went really crazy on Hot Wheels, and that started in 2014. But here is the Camaro, again with some flamage stripes that become flames. Very cool little tampo scheme on this one. Love the design, and this color is kind of a burgundy. It looks very, very nice. So there's your second variation of it. And then I have one last one. This would be the most recent one, 69 Camaro here. This is in 2014. More flamage. We get some flamage. We still got that plastic. Ooh, I didn't even notice that. Okay, so hang on a second. This one still has the cutout in the base. This one no longer has the cutout in the base. So technically, my guess is this is a new tooling for the base / interior. Interesting. I'm trying to see if there's any other differences here in the tooling for that base. Now that we got them both out, doesn't really look like it. Doesn't look like anything's different really, except for they did definitely retool it because they got rid of that centerpiece, or they filled the tool, or whatever they do to modify it. But there you go. So that's going to be the first casting we look at in the first 3 cars of this 10 Car Tuesdays 69 Camaro convertible. I think it's a pretty neat casting overall. It's a nice looking Camaro, and there's a lot of variations of it to collect. So if you're a Camaro collector, have fun trying to get them all. All right, so next we've got this guy here. This is the 68 Copo Camaro. I like this casting quite a bit. I've got just two different variations to look at. This is one of them from when it first came out in 2011 mainline. There were 3, I think, variations of this car that you could have picked up off the pegs in 2011. This being one of them in this blue. PR5 wheels. And then this is, we got white tampo action going on. And it's a little messed up. It's not perfect. Chrome plastic base, metal body. This thing, 2011 mainline debut, 2012 mystery model, 2012 was in the mainline twice. It got a cool classics release in 2013. 2014 was in the mainline twice. 2014 was an RLC piece, mainline in 2015, and then we got multi-pack exclusives in 2016 and 17. Got a Car Culture release in 2017 in the Car Culture Redliners, and then showed up in the 50th anniversary 2018 Zamax series that was found in Walmart. So that's its whole casting history. Still pretty extensive. They tend to release Camaro toolings a lot, and this one is no exception for only being out since 2011. So there's one variation, and I got one more to look at. This is from 2014. This was one of the colors it was available in this red with black striping. Plastic base, metal body, and just notice something else here. Alright, so the interior makes up part of the front of the car, as you can see. Let me zoom in on that. Okay, so that's why it's gray. It's gray inside. And then you got this one. Did they tool? Ah, it is still part of the interior, it looks like. It's hard to tell, but it does almost look like it's part of the base, but it's not. It just has a black interior, and it actually still is a separate piece. Well, a piece that's still part of the interior, I should say. So that's kind of an interesting design. So you could feasibly have a black, you could do a chrome interior, you'd have a black base and then a chrome interior. But yeah, all right, so there's that one. So that's all I've got for the 68 Copa Camaro. Now we're going to get into the 67, and I'm just going to go in a random order here. I'm probably going to go from worst to the best one here that I've got out of the 5. I'm not going to go over the casting history of this other than the fact that it was a super treasure hunt in 2017 without an opening hood. And then there is a plastic body version of this casting too. So there's a plastic body version, there's a closed hood version, and then there's the metal on metal opening hood, which this one is. And all of these variations are actually metal on metal with an opening hood. It was in the 95 treasure hunt series and is one of the most sought after treasure hunts in Hot Wheels history. And then it also debuted in the 1983 mainline. So it's got a very extensive history. There are some that are probably very difficult to find. If you wanted to go after every variation of this casting, I'm going to say good luck to you. You could base a whole collection probably just on trying to do that alone. So this one in particular, I think, came out in 1999. It is in the X-Ray Cruiser series. It is pretty wacky as far as the Tampo scheme goes. But I guess it's not. Yeah, it is terrible. I don't like it at all. Really. This crazy Tampo scheme is kind of nutty. Opening hood. Metal on metal. Love a Hot Wheel that is metal on metal. Especially in the main line. That is pretty sweet when you come across that. So obviously this isn't. They got rid of the metal on metal. They got rid of the opening hood. So it's a plastic base nowadays. But there's that variation. Not that great to look at, but the next one, we'll do this one here. This is from the Camaro 50th anniversary series, and I guess, I don't know, there were like supposedly chases of this that had a painted engine. Let's see if this is one of them. I don't remember if it is or not. I don't think I even found any of these because someone took them all when they came out. I think they're mostly excited because it was metal body, metal base. This just came out, like, what, 2018, or was it the year before? 2017? Yeah, I think 2017. This one is non-painted engine. So there were some of these that had overspray, basically, on the engine compartment and had a painted motor. This is a non-painted motor. I don't really care about getting the other variation. This one does look pretty good in this kind of tan color. Yeah, it looks okay. All right, let's move on. Next one is this one right here, 2009. This one looks pretty good. So 2009 mainline. I think there were a couple different variations of different colors of this. It is pretty cool, though. It's got kind of a satin paint job, almost an anodized look to the paint. We get red striping on the side, a stripe that turns into a flame at the tail end there, some black striping in there as well. And overall, I think it looks pretty good with those wheels. Of course, the hood opens, metal body, metal base. What do you think about that one? In blue and red. I think that looks pretty good. That was a pretty good looking mainline car for sure. And then one that I really liked, second to last car here, guys, is this 67 Camaro. This is from 2007, and yes, I did pull this one off the pegs at the time. And she's a beaut. I really like the look of this car. The flamage is pretty awesome. And this metal flake blue, deep blue, almost purple color just looks quite fantastic on this car. That's a really nice one. This would be a really nice one to wheel swap and put some sweet real riders on it. I think it would look really good. Minor amount of detail, and just as the paint is, I think it would look pretty fantastic. Something about that I really, really like. I don't know if it's the metal flake blue or the sparkliness in the blue with the flame. I don't know. It just looks really good, in my humble opinion. All right, so there's that one. And the last one we get kind of a premium release. This is Hot Wheels Ultra Hots. Opening hood, highly detailed engine, all die-cast body chassis, realistic tires and wheels, sort of. These came out in 2006, I believe. If you want to see, there's the entire line. In case you want to go after any of these other ones, here's kind of a description. But these would have been kind of like a premium Hot Wheel that you would have found on the pegs. And go ahead and open it up. I didn't buy any of these when they were coming out. I've only had a couple in the collection, this being one, this Camaro. And I'm going to say that looks pretty good. It does. It kind of reminds me of the RLC one that was in orange. Kind of Spectraflame orange that came out more recently. But this definitely looks pretty good. It looks good on those real riders. Hood opens. This one's real tight. I'm not going to try to open it all the way. White interior. Just kind of like got creamsicle colors going here, so I think that looks really good. So that'll join my Camaro collection. I do not have even close to a lot of variations of this. I don't think I have any of the original release ones. I do have the Super Treasure Hunt of this casting, but I don't really have a lot of these. But this is a nice looking one. Pretty sweet one to have. This one is also really cool. Those are my two favorites of this whole video, I would say. That's not too bad either. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. This one's pretty good looking, I guess. And I think even this purple convertible is alright. So that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and hit up my other videos. Hit up the playlist if you want to watch more 10 Car Tuesday episodes. There's a lot of them out there. And thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.